Okay, what I want to ask you. One thing that Megan said was that this is all that you've ever known.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about that?
Well, we started picketing when I was about 5 years old. And of course, I didn't understand everything then. And I probably don't understand everything now. But I have a duty, just like you have a duty, just like they have a duty, to study, to show themselves approved.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Study the scriptures, she means.
Exactly.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to run. I work. I like to learn more about the Bible. I like to understand, to study the mysteries of God, because that is the only true happiness.
Besides your religion, what else do you like to do in life?
I like to run. I like to learn Spanish. I do translation interpretation.
What about you, Rebecca?
I like to run too.
You like to run?
Yeah.
You know, I want to point something out. I just asked you what you like to do outside of your religion.
Because
no, let me just tell you, you guys lit up.
Okay.
You lit up. You became so soft. You looked so happy. So why is it that things outside of your religion
Because you
seem...
won't bite their
I'm
head
talking
off
to them.
when they talk about
I'm
those
talking
things.
to them. But the other stuff,
See,
when you talk about it, it comes from this.
See, you didn't let us answer earlier. You said, why are you so angry? Well, we're not angry. What we're trying to do is get the point across to people who hate our message, who hate us, who hate God, who hate his judgments. That's why we have to get, you know, it's almost...
A little
you'd say
defiant.
Yeah.
We have to make sure if you're going to hear us that we talk loud enough to be heard, because you cut us off before we say the words because you don't like the words.
And it's not just you, it's everybody we talk to.
So I understand that there's some people that don't like what you have to stand for, and they've taken some strong actions about that. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yeah, that I was, well, we've had so many crimes committed against us, vandalism, we've had cars driven at us, we've been shot at, we've had, America bombed our church to try to make us stop preaching, to make us stop telling you just what the scripture says. And I thought this was the, you know, do your own thing generation, tolerance, loving.
Yeah,
where is that? Where is your diversity?
I want to know where it is too, because it's not on the couch right now.
And we're focusing on hate crimes and trying to understand the motivation behind those who hate. Now, there is no one who can explain this better than T.J. Lydon. He was a racist and a skinhead recruiter who admits to assaulting hundreds of people simply because they were gay or black or Jewish, or sometimes simply because he was bored. So stand on up here, T.J. So does this look familiar to you?
Yeah, it does.
That was you?
The rage, I can feel this coming from it. And the girls were actually probably who my children would grow up to be if I continued teaching them hate.
Why the rage? Why is there such
Except for
rage?
that part where we don't hit people, we use words, gospel preaching.
You use worse than hitting. Words scar the soul.
What type of things did you used to do? What type of things did you used to do when you would go on your hating sprees, I guess?
We called them hunts.
Hunts.
Hunts. We would go out hunting people down. Anybody who happened to be different.
That's you back then, up there right now, right?
Yeah, that was me.
Back then,
Yeah.
okay. So you would hunt what? Black guy walking down the street, you'd go get him.
Black guy walking down the street, long-haired kid, could be white, long hair. It didn't really matter. If they were different, they were a target.
Wow.
And it could be anybody.
Could be anybody. Can people change besides you? You obviously did. Is it possible for them to change? I'm sure not the mom, but the daughters, is that possible? Sorry, Mom, no hope.
The mom could change, anybody could change.
Really?
Yeah. They're
If
not...
I wanted to go to hell, I would change.
They're not evil people. I know a lot of people said they're evil. They're not evil people. What they preach is evil. And they're smart. Nazis were smart. Hitler had thousands of lawyers that worked for him, too. So just because you're a lawyer doesn't mean, you know...
Good point. Really, really good point. All right. Thank you so much. Dr. Michelle, where does this come from? Because I feel like I always say that there's a reason why people are the way that they are. They believe the things that they believe. Where do you think, not necessarily with this family, but where does this hate and this rage? Because on the stage with you guys, I feel it. I felt the heat of the anger. It's called hell.
A lot of people need an identity. They need something to stand for, and they feel the need to put themselves above other people. So they judge other people when they themselves don't want to be judged, and they hold other people to a standard that they don't hold themselves to. They're able to put themselves up on a pedestal and make themselves feel better about themselves because they're busy dogging out other people.